Right, let's look at measures of centre. So these are calculations that give us conclusions about sets of data. So the ones we come across most commonly are these four, which is mean, median, mode, and range. So the mean, is often referred to as the average, and to find the mean of any set of data, you need to sum all of those data values together, and then count up how many individual ones they are, and then divide it by that number. We'll do an example in a moment. The median is the middle result out of a set of data. So what you need to do is line up all of your data from smallest to largest, and then find the middle point and find that bit of data. Third one is the mode, which is the most common result. And finally, the range is when you take the highest data and you subtract the lowest data, and that will give you a number, and that number is the range. What is interesting with this data analysis is that a lot of people will jump to the mean as being the most important measure of centre, but often it's the median that is more important, the middle result. The difficulty with the mean is that when we have an outlier result, so for example, if you were playing a sport and you are normally a really high performer, and then you have a really poor day and you get a really bad result, then that will push your results down. The flip side of that, if you're not a great performer, but you have an amazing day, then that will push your mean way up. Whereas the median, what you typically do, won't be varied by that outlier result. So if you're looking for an analysis of typical performance, often it's the median that can be of more value than the mean, just depending on what the data set looks like. So let's look at an example. Okay, so now we have our data set. Okay, so these are all points, and we want to find the mean. So the first thing we need to do is we need to write the equation, which is going to be the addition of all of these firstly. So 72 plus okay, and so then what we need to do is count up how many actual sets of data we collected. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so this is going to then equal, so we add all those together, that gives us 672. And then we're going to divide that by 12, and that gives us 56. So 56 is our mean, or our average. Now what we need to do is to find our median. Okay. Now to find the median, we need to write these all in ascending order. So what I want to do is I'm going to find the smallest one and write it first. So I look at my data set and I can see that 36 is my smallest number. So I'm going to write that first. And then I'm going to continue writing them. And what I'll do is I'll circle them, I'll tick them, or some way indicate on my list that I've used it so that I don't repeat myself. So 36. Okay, and so by circling them, I can still read them. So I'm not obliterating them by rubbing it out. I'm just indicating which ones I've used, and that way I know that I've used them all. I can also count these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I know that there's 12, so I know that I've used them all now. So then what I'm looking for are the middle values. Now with a set of data where there's an even set, this is an even set, there's 12 items, there's not a middle point, so to speak. There's going to be two numbers that are either side of that. So that's going to be the 6th and 7th number in my set. So that's going to be 54 and 57. So to find the median here, I need to add those two numbers together, 54 plus 57. And I need to divide by 2 to find halfway between them, okay? And that's going to give me an answer of 55.5 as my median. Now you can see in this case that the recording of the mean and the median give you an answer that are very, very similar. So in this case, either one of those sets of data will give you a typically accurate result as to the set of data that you've been given. So let's go now to the mode. Okay. Now the mode, we can look at this set of data and see that only one number actually appears more than once, and that's 42. So this here we can see that the mode is actually 42 for this particular set of data. And then if we wanted to do the range, it would be the largest number, 82, and we'd need to take away the smallest number, which is 36. So the range for this, and it's important for you to connect with that all of these steps need to be included. So you need to write the 82 take away 36, and then write the number that comes from that. So 82 take away 30 is going to be 52, 52 take away 6 is going to be 46. So the range is 46, but you need to write the 82 take away 36 as well. Okay.